Yes, welcome to the channel. I salute you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Brighton Mtejechi is my name, and today the topic of emphasis it is going to be land, the meaning of land from Land Law 1. So the reason why we do this is that we always want students out there who feel like they want to get up with the concepts of the basically topics in land and many other topics and subjects, so they can link up to these channels, the legal forum, uh, and they learn, they understand. We observed that this can help a student more than in class. So the YouTube channel, the YouTube tutorials can help the student, the law student out there, to get up with the concept and to become a future lawyer and to become consistent in everything he or she is doing. So the topic of emphasis is meaning of land. When we talk about meaning of land, for the matter of laymen, the people in our villages, our people, our usual people, what do they think of? For the laymen, for them, they just think that land, it is like the soiled portion of the earth's surface. For them, they just think it is the soil, just the surface. But in legal concept, when you look at the Black-Scholes Dictionary, the 11th edition, for it explains land, or it gives a crucial definition that land is a solid surface of the earth, including soil and everything that permanently attached to it. So, in legal concept, for us we are saying that land is the something that is permanently attached to the land and the whole surface. That's why we are saying that the land is determined in different sectors. It is both above and below, above the surface and below the surface. So it is like in that way. So when you talk about the land, it means it is a lot of things. A lot of things. So that's why we are saying that it is not only the soil particles, the soil portions, but again, it is something that can be fixed onto the top of the soil, and again, the surface above the soil, the surface above, the space above the surface, the garden, the waters, the sky, everything. So we generalize it. In a legal way, we say that's what we call land. So when you look in the case of Lugar versus Longstone, now in this case of 1874, so we saw that this is where someone dumped wastes, because this was like a factory, so they dumped wastes somewhere. But after 8 years, those wastes turned into minerals. But again, those people who dumped those wastes, they came out complaining, saying that this is our thing, where the one dumped them. But now, the concept is saying that the soil, the land, everything, every interest, everything on that land goes to the owner. So, after these people dumping the wastes, and the waste, they had become minerals. Now, the question is saying, are minerals part of the land? The answer is yes, because everything attached to the land automatically becomes part of it. So when you look at the Latin maxim of Quici quid plante tu solo solo sitit, that say that everything that is attached to the land becomes part of it. So in these questions, the mineral became part of the land. Regardless, they were artificially placed there. So now, let's look at the concept of the rights on land. When you talk about the rights on the land, now we have to distinguish the rights below and the rights above the surface. So now, when you look at the rights below the surface, basically these are the minerals, things that are below the surface. You understand the surface, but things below the surface. Now we are distinguishing. We are trying to see if they are part of the land. Now, when you look at Article 244, Clause 2, for it talks about minerals, that all minerals must be exploited, taking place into account into the individual landowner. Article 244 Clause 2, for it is explaining that the minerals found into the land should be in account of the landowner. But when you look at Section 44 of Land Act, it says a person owns land shall mine according with the Constitution. Now, when you go further and see Section 3 of Mining Act, it says the entire minerals and swamps must be in account of the government, which means, yes, we are saying you are the owner of the land, the minerals are yours, but now here the section is guiding us, is telling us that the owner should be guided by the government, which means now the government is intervening, is coming in, is taking place. It is